Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES, and in the previous video we maxed out the Star Social Link and got the power to fuse Hell, which we will be doing later in this episode, but for the time being, I gotta get my Z's on, guys. I gotta go to bed. And now that that crap is over, today is the day that we're going to be spending a little bit of time with our girl Mitsuru. Today she should be able to reach level 9, which is where we want her to be. And come to think, I think we should be able to max it out today. I mean, if all goes well, that is. We don't severely make her upset, because Mitsuru made kind of a big sacrifice in the previous video if you didn't watch it. She basically said, hey, screw you guys I'm supposed to marry. I want to be with my high school friend. Which is, well, kind of admirable if you think about it. She's putting a lot on the line for the sake of love. Mitsuru was to hang out on the roof, and I don't think anyone will find us up here. I used my authority as student council president to make sure of it. And this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, you know. Oh, Mitsuru's being a little rebellious, it seems, and hey, what's going on? But I don't care about that right now. What I want to say is, Mitsuru seems a little flustered, which isn't very natural for her. The thing is, I need to apologize to you. I'm sorry about what happened the other day. Well, it wasn't your fault, it's what the guy said. Like, come on, you didn't have controls, like, what he was gonna say, but I'm happy you stood up for me, and really? Oh. She seems extremely happy. Almost giddy, even, and the other day, I ran away after you, saying all those things. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, it wasn't very... it was kind of girly, what am I saying? I'm so sorry, I had been planning to tell you how I felt. I just can't believe I said it in front of so many people. Well, things happen. That's not all. You've opened up a whole new world to me. A world full of happiness and surprises. And fast food. I can't stop thinking about you. Awesome. Yeah? Oh gosh, she's blushing. She's like red. I like you. Yeah, I like me too. I feel like I'm gonna die of embarrassment. But I had to tell you how I feel. Aw, Mitsuru, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I feel the same way. I'm forced to. You literally can't say no. I feel so free now. You're very special to me. Of course, because of my situation, I can't let anyone know about this. So we're gonna keep our love a secret, apparently, because of Mitsuru's higher-ups find out about us too. Things might be kind of bad. A little bit. Because, you know, she was supposed to marry that one dude, but now that didn't really happen, so... Regardless, we are now rank 9 with Mitsuru Kirijo. But I want to add a little bit more to this social link. Because what's said here after the card comes is kind of sweet. In a kind of awkward way, I guess, from now on. I'll only call you by your first name when we're together. It made me feel a little awkward, but that's what I want to do. Is it really that important? Well, I no longer feel shackled by my family's name. I met you because of who I am. Yeah, well, mostly it was because of your family and the fact, you know, they created Ryoji and everything, but whatever. Stay with me just a little while longer, please. And the hours flew by as we talked to Mitsuru about who the heck knows. I don't really think we have that much in common, aside from the fact just showing her fast food and crap, but hey, I mean, that's an interesting thing about a relationship with someone you don't really know a lot or have a lot of common with. You know, they can show you a lot of cool things, and you can show them a lot of cool things. And hey, Yukari, still crazy, I see. That's cool. And yeah, everyone's just chilling, eating, reading books and crap. But I need to go to the ball. Because we're actually going to go to the Velvet Room and do some fusions. No, we will not be doing a mass amount of fusions, but I want to create a persona today that we're going to basically convert into a very potent weapon. Now, the persona that I'm creating right now isn't necessarily part of the weapon, but he's going to be necessary to fuse, and the only new persona we got was Satan, which we're going to register for later, because I believe I have to use Satan to get this next guy. It's kind of weird like that. Anyways, we're going to be summoning Mara again. I don't know why. It's just the way the game is. Because we're going to create a Aeon persona for once. We're going to combine Satan and Mara to make Atavaka. Yeah. He is something in, I believe, Buddhism? It's the weird kind of like Japanese Buddhism. And whatever reason, this guy makes the game lag like a lot. I don't really know why, but he's always done that. And yes, he is nothing extraordinary. I guess he's an okay like physical attacker, but there's definitely better personas out there for that. And yes, he will not get Mediharon because he's not max. Well, we're not max level with Aeon yet. Now, the fusing personas with the Aeon Arcana is really confusing, really awkward, and I really don't like it. But we're gonna need Satan again. And I think that should be able to do it, yeah. This would just be a two-way fusion, I believe. But I do kind of want good moves on this guy, so this may take me a little bit. And there he is, Hallel. Need to get better move. This looks decent. So for those who don't know, Hallel is the Hebrew word for basically Lucifer. Which, if you don't know about Lucifer, he used to be an angel, but then he was told to worship humans, and you know that angels were to help humans, and Lucy didn't like that. But this is before he fell from grace, basically, and he's kind of a good guy, even though he looks super stinking evil. Also, he doesn't have a lot of clothes on, and yeah, he's extremely powerful. Debatably, one of the strongest personas in the game, except he's weak to ice. Not a fan of that. I could have used a better, or just got Null Ice onto Satan, but I decided not to do that just for time constraints. Now, Morning Star is without a doubt one of the strongest almighty attacks in the game. It is stronger than Megidolon, and this guy has Mind Charge and Spellmaster. Just think about that for a second. This guy can do a lot of damage, but there is a persona that can do even more damage than Hallel. It is very easy, though, to create Hallel with, I used to call him Halil, which I don't think is right, but I guess it could be seen either way. His name literally means the Morning Star, which, as if you know a lot about Judo-Christianity, isn't exactly Lucifer, but more on that later. Sorry if I nerd out a little bit talking about Hallel and Lucifer and Satan and all that stuff. I think it's very interesting how they're incorporated into this game in particular. But more on that probably at the end of the episode. Today we have to stand by Aegis and be together. And yeah, our robot girlfriend, we're not really girlfriends at this point. Girlfriend. Boyfriend and girlfriend. And was that a cat's voice? Could it be? Oh. Wait. Oh yeah, we were looking for that cat, weren't we? Maybe, did we find it? Perhaps. Get it? Perhaps. And hey, it is! It's Mew! Hey, little guy. Or girl. I kind of forget. What's going on? Oh gosh, is that a pool of blood that you create? No, it's just spray painted. It's Muley-san. Yep, that's definitely a cat that's spotted. And I'm so glad. Johnny-san, let's go tell the old lady about this. Sure, Aegis. Let's do that. Yeah. Anyway, so we found the cat. Just chilling.
Oh, there. You seem a little skinnier than you used to be. This little one is all I have left to keep me company. I was so lonely when she left. I don't know how I could thank both of you.
Oh, don't sweat it. We're just happy you're back together. Lonely? Is being by oneself lonely?
Oh, yes, dear, you idiot. When you get to my age, you find that all the wealth in the world won't take care of you. Living alone is a dreadful thing. Some of my neighbors have delighted children, but they aren't interested in old ladies like me.
Miss. Oh, that is actually kind of sad. And
well, Muley, do you miss your basket and blanket? Want to go home? Thank you so much.
So we reunited that old lady and her kitty. That's so touching. I think Aegis is really happy. It seems that living is something that can't be done alone. Well, technically, but no, you can't truly live without other people around you. It's important to keep someone in your thoughts and to know that they are in their thoughts, to be able to contact with them anytime and to touch them. Okay, I guess you're getting a little creepy. What the heck? Keep away from me with your metal parts. But I don't understand one thing. I feel happy when I'm together with you, but I don't know. So I guess it was coming to the realization that you need friends to truly live. Well, not necessarily just friends, but comrades, allies, anything. Human interaction is truly a major part of living. And slowly but surely, Aigis is slowly understanding what it's like to be human. A little bit, though. She's almost there, and hey, Junpei. Hey, man, let's go to Tartarus. Only 11 days left. We gotta do this. You're right, but I'm pretty much max level, so back to bed for me. I always feel really bad turning down people when they want to go to Tartarus so bad, but in all reality, we're strong enough to beat the game, and you'll have as much time as you want to grind up on the final day, but yeah, that's just... Akihiko kind of hinted to that. Yeah, you don't really get tired once you're in Tartarus on the last day, by the way. So if you're like, oh, I gotta hurry up and grind, don't really sweat it. You'll have your time, you know. Right now is a more important time to focus on the bonds with people that we hang out with. And hello, Mitsuru. How are you? Oh, her cheeks are burning red. Since we have Mother Harlot, which I got off screen, which is a Empress persona, let's hang out with Mitsuru. So where should we go? How about... Oh... How about my room? I have a gift I'd like to give you. Is it a hot dog? That'd be cool. I'm hungry, but... Something tells me they don't have a lot of hot dogs in Japan. Well, maybe they do. Who knows? And hot diggity dang, look at that TV! For 2006, that's making big. And her room is filled with expensive furniture and paintings and flowers. And I know what you want to say. Our maid staff helped me move here, so that's why it looks like this. Oh, it reminds me of our lounge, doesn't it? Yeah, it's stinking huge. Why do you get the biggest dorm? And that's what Yukari always says. Mitsuru is smiling. It seems like she's a little proud. And the hours flew by as we talked to our girl, Mitsuru. Oh, I almost forgot. Here is your present. We got something from Mitsuru. Nice. You tamed a motor... What? She bought us a motorcycle? Heck yeah. Now we have a car and a motorcycle. It's a key to my motorcycle. I'm not going to run from the future anymore. There's no need for me to. I don't have to think about my motorcycle as a means to escape from my feelings. I feel bad that I haven't ridden it in such a long time, though. I want to ride it with you. Okay, being rather direct there, Mitsuru, but you have to sit on the back until you get your license. Wait, what are you talking about? I can drive. We've done fighting. I'll teach you how to operate it. I can't wait until then. Yeah, but I can drive a motorcycle. It's just like a bike that's really fast. Very well then, but please be careful. It's kind of funny if you say you ride on the back, she'll be like, oh, please, well, I don't really remember what she says, but it's kind of like a girly thing to say, and it's kind of cute. I thought I'd say it that time, but when we're alone, no one else can hear me. Your name is special to me. Cool. If I was in danger, I'll be the first word I'd scream. Aw, so even though Mitsuru's a little older than us by like a year, and she's our senpai technically, she still thinks highly of us, and you know, that big, strong guy with the sword, and you know. What I'm trying to say is Mitsuru can depend on us despite the age difference, blah blah blah, I'm just saying that. Mitsuru cares deeply for our character. How about that crap? And yes, that is the Mitsuru Kirijo social link. It's about a girl who used to run from her responsibilities, but now she feels she can take them head on despite breaking up with her fiance. And she wants to be with us. And I'm touched. Mitsuru doesn't really have the most biggest revelation and stuff. We kind of just showed her what it's like to be a poor person by giving her some wild duck burger. But yeah, Mitsuru Kirijo, she's okay. She's alright in my book. I definitely like the movie scene. That was kind of funny. She's telling that dude to buzz off and stop making fun of us because we're awesome. Then yeah. We can now summon the almost power of the Empress Arcana, Aliat, the ancient goddess. Ooh, and whoa, we are not grabbing her hips. Actually, we kind of are, but it doesn't really matter. This angle's kind of awkward, and we spend a lot of time with Mitsuru, apparently. And that is literally the last time we will be spending a social link event with a human person. Mamoru and Mitsuru are now completed.
Hello.
And hey, Ken, what's going on? Nothing much, apparently. Anyways, let us check our social links. So we have the Full Magician Empress, all of these completed. This is a very happy sight for me, personally, because Takes a lot of time. Now there are only 5 events left with Aegis, and we have maxed out every social link. But today I think would be a great day to go to Tartarus because, I kind of want to spend some time creating some new personas. And I know some people aren't super happy about that, but guys, there's not really much left to the game. And I'm just trying to squeeze the last little bits of it, you know, kind of get what I'm saying? It's alright though. And yes, I need to go save the game before we start. And now that has been taken care of, today guys, we're going to summon the devil. He's literally the devil. I don't know how to say that to you guys, but we're going to be summoning a very powerful persona. Now this persona is very strong, but the reason that we're getting him isn't necessarily for his combat stat. This is what I alluded to earlier. But before we start that, we're going to have to do a bunch of those requests. First thing we're going to do is we're going to grab Titania, because we're going to be fusing Lilith with that Mabufu skill, and that's going to take a long time. But we're going to go and fuse Alice and Titania to make this persona. Now, this kind of takes a while, but the first one we're going to get is Abaddon. So we're combining 2 chicks to make this really gross thing. For those who don't know, Abaddon is, in some interpretations, just an abyss. Is basically where Lucifer was thrown into. Abaddon, I guess you can also say reckless Abaddon. I don't know. He's a big dude in Shin Megami Tensei though, with a giant mouth. This persona, if you're trying to beat the game and people keep hitting you with physical attacks, is actually really great. He nulls strike, bash, and strike slash, not bash, and pierce damage. So all in all, he's kind of good. Although, be careful with these null skills, because if you're trying to take on the ultimate boss, you can't have those on your persona. But I will talk about that when the time comes and we're ready to take on the final challenge. And that being taken care of, we need to go back into our compendium, and I think, what else do I need? Let me actually look. Is Gabriel good? Yeah, okay. So we're going to use Gabriel, who I think, oh gosh, I need to look at my notes really quickly. okay, just pass the time. Okay, this is actually pretty complicated. This one at least. So we're going to combine Gabriel and Uriel to make Beelzebul. For those who don't know, if you sound it out, Beelzebub, maybe? For those who don't know, Beelzebul is basically, he's like almost like a parody. Basically, in the very first Megami Tensei game, this is what Beelzebub looked like. He was really weird looking, and he kind of kept that model going for a pretty long time, and now it's kind of like a joke almost. He's kind of just like a tradition. This isn't the true form of Beelzebub. His true form is like this fly thing, which is kind of funny because he's the Lord of Flies, and they made him basically just a giant fly, which, I don't know, it's kind of cool. But yes, we will need him to create this persona that I keep alluding to. And which one is it? Well, I said it a while ago, but you may have forgotten, so I'm just going to allude to that over and over again. But we need to go back in. This is really going to take a long time. It's not going to take 40 minutes, like, episode 69. But next persona we need is Pazuzu of the Devil, the Succubus of the Devil. And we also need the Incubus of the Devil. A lot of devil personas. A lot of them. A couple. 1 or 2. What does it really matter? Anyways, so now we're going to perform a pentagon fusion. Is it going to create a... Wait. What? No, it's a hexagon. I was a little scared. I was like, wait, what's going on? We're going to combine all 6 of these personas to create Beelzebub, but I want better moves. Okay, that's pretty much good enough. I want him to have high counter, because high counter is something I want to pass on. I don't want him to inherit any of those null skills. Beelzebub, for those who don't know, is a major character in the Megami Tensei series. Not necessarily a major character in mythology. He's kind of just the Lord of Flies. It's another word for Satan. But in this game, he's literally just a giant fly guy that serves Lucifer. And yes, there he is, very menacing. I am Beelzebub, you and I are like 2 sides of the same coin, remember that. And because we maxed out the Tanaka social link, we can actually create this dude. Do I recommend Beelzebub on your team, though? No, I do not, for a variety of reasons. First off, despite being such a high level, he is weak to Hama, which at this game pretty much everyone should be immune to. At this point, like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. It's just stinking weird. It's kind of awkward. Also, he's weak to fire, which is kind of weird because in a lot of times in the series, he uses fire attacks, so I don't know, that's a little weird. But yes, he will be instrumental to fusing this next persona, which we are finally ready to do. We can finally create one of the coolest personas in the game, which I use the word coolest not necessarily to refer to his like actually his model or what he represents, but we're basically going to turn this dude into a weapon, and it is by far the best looking weapon in the entire game, without a doubt. Yeah, and I don't know why I had that Loki. Huh. I must have gotten him because I was like grinding or something. Anyways, we need Satan of the Judgment Arcana. We're also going to need Abaddon again. But this time he's going to be a lot cheaper. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm looking at my notes. We're also going to need Samael, because Samael is kind of like the serpent. He's like a bad guy. And this next guy is kind of a bad guy. Kind of one of the worst bad guys. And Shin Megami Tensei, he's been in basically every game to date. Yes. Lucifer, level 89, the second highest level persona in the game. We're going to combine all these dudes together to create him. The moves on him do not matter, but I still want him to get good moves because we want to pass those on to later personas. So be right back once I do that. I think that's pretty much the best we're going to get. So Lucifer has way better stats than Beelzebub. He resists all forms of physical attack. Is only weak to, I think, ice? So that's not really that bad, in my opinion. But there are still better personas out there that have better resistances. I can't really recommend Lucifer because he doesn't... I mean, he gets a Victory Cry, but that's about it. For those who don't know, Victory Cry is every time you win a battle, you get full HP and full SP back, and Lucifer will lend his power to us for the moment. I don't really know why. And the Judgment Arcana, also known as Nyx's Annihilation Team, is going to level this dude up. He starts out with okay moves. I really don't understand why they gave him Brave Blade of all things. His physical attacking stat is not great. Megidolon is actually inferior to Morningstar, which I passed on thanks to Hello. But I don't know, I just don't get him. It's just not that great. I also passed on Repel Light, so that's kind of good. He does inherit Spellmaster, though. Very nice skill, especially if you're a caster person. Let's get rid of Megidolon because we don't need Morningstar, because it's not necessarily as strong. And okay, so now he has Spellmaster. I don't think he has Mind Charge, though. Dang. I wish I could have got that onto him. But oh well. And yes, that is Lucifer, the second highest level character in the game. He's a really powerful persona. But there is still someone slightly stronger that we will be getting eventually, and yes, we're going to save him. Because in the next episode of Let's Play Persona 3 FES, we're going to combine him with one of our short swords to create the strongest weapon in the game. If you like short swords, basically, there's like different versions of the strongest weapon in the game. But I thought I would get that one because Lucifer is a giant character in Shin Megami Tensei, and I feel really bad if we don't at least have some interaction with him. Also, he's really stinking strong. Yeah. And he's drastically higher level than everyone. And let's get rid of this stupid Loki. And there he is, Lucifer. Yeah, he's kind of like the dark version of Hello. But really quickly, I need to check. I need to get an Aeon Arcana persona before I forget, because I just remembered we used Uriel, I believe, to fuse this guy. Yes, you definitely want to have the Aeon Arcana, especially at this point in the game, because the only social link left is, well, Aegis. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Persona 3 FES. And in the next episodes, we max out Aegis's Aeon Arcana and complete the game. So see you guys then.